Right. Hello everyone and welcome back to Global Spec Racing. We are here for round 14, I believe it is. Yep, round 14 of Tier 2 here in Saudi Arabia, and this could be the championship decider. It is Vapor.js versus Wingo45. In the comments box today is me, Alicio007. I am back once again, and joining me in the comments box, as he did for Tier 3 with Age yesterday, is Logivic. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, and I'm just excited to see some really good racing. Obviously, Tier 3 yesterday was very exciting and full of lots of drama. But of course there are, this time, only 12, maybe 13 drivers in. So then, let's get into the action as Kludgy Duck goes fastest on the mediums with a 129.287. But then, we are going to run through how Vapor.js can win the championship today. So, in order for Vapor.js to become champion tonight in Saudi Arabia, he must meet one of these few criteria. He must score more than 13 points, or he has to score 13 more points than Wingo. If Vapor wins the race, Wingo has to finish 4th or lower in order for Vapor to become champion. If Vapor comes second with one of the extra points for either fast slap or pole position, Wingo must finish 7th or lower. If Vapor comes second or third with the extra points from both fast slap and pole position, Wingo must actually finish 8th or lower. And if Vapor comes third, Wingo has to finish 9th or lower. If Vapor comes 4th with both extra points, Wingo has to come 10th, and if Vapor comes 4th with only one of the extra points, Wingo cannot score any points. So, it's gonna be an interesting one today, as we see Blue Goggy has gone quickest with a 28.1 on the soft tyres, but close behind is Lizard, who was on fire yesterday.
He was.
You were there, Comin. What did you make of Lizard's performance yesterday?
He was rocket pace, as Aid said yesterday. He was doing quali pace in the race, which is mad. Because little fun fact, I'm tier 4, so I'm not the quickest, but he was doing quicker laps in the race. He was doing quicker laps in the race than I have done in my time trial all weekend.
Yeah, it's obviously, Lizard has said it is one of his strongest circuits, and interestingly enough, Wingo was saying he uses inverted wings as Vapor.js goes to pole with a 27.4. What a lap there for Vapor. But Lizard then, he said to me, or he said in the chat, he actually uses inverted wings. So, if you don't know what inverted wings are, it's when your front wing is higher than your rear wing. Meanwhile then, we've got Wingo, he's out on a lap on the mediums. What's his first sector? I'm not sure what his first sector is looking like, but what can he do in the second sector? He swings it through the chicane there. I'm not good with the numbers on this track. I don't really know how many there are.
What me and Aid said was one of the corners.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Lizard, shush. As through the second sector we go, into the third sector now, Wingo activates the DRS. If you're wondering why qualifying is in the daytime, by the way, if you don't play this game, Cody's messed up the coding, ironic, and quali is apparently in the daytime. But the race will be at nighttime. Oh, Wingo gets a big slide and hits the wall, I do believe. That's not good there for Wingo as he comes across the line. 28.8. Well, that is on the mediums, but he's going to be hoping for better there. Meanwhile then, we look further down, we've got Fat Boy on Slim on a lap. He comes through the first sector. What's he doing for his first sector split? He's doing a 31.2 for that first sector. The Alpine then comes through the long left hairpin. Easy to lose the rear if you get... As he's done, I've given him the commentator's curse.
And Wingo
don't want to...
going again.
He's got to be careful there as a Williams is coming through there. I believe that might have been Kludgy Duck or Lando. I think it was Kludgy Duck. But as I was saying, it's so easy to lose the rears at that long left-hander if you get your wheels on the flat surface right next to the barrier.
Well,
so then,
Wingo was flying, but then he invalidated. So he definitely was going for it again, but invalidated at that twisty section. It's quite technical, that first sector. but you've got to get it
Yeah.
right in order to gain the most time, which is pretty obvious. But you know, Jeddah is a place where if you gain the most time, then you can make the most of it. So yeah.
Absolutely, and meanwhile behind Wing I believe is Ryan Ocon coming through, but Ryan is also on an invalid lap. Ryan putting up a pretty good performance yesterday, considering this is one of I believe his worst tracks.
He said yesterday.
Oh yeah, thanks Lizard, I forgot Lando was an Alpine. Here comes, Klodgy Duck invalidating through the S's section there. Very easy to do. So then, I think one of the biggest things that's going to play out this race is strategy. The tyre strategy. The base strategy is a soft medium. However, you'll get safety cars this race, and if you hit the wall, that is straight away some wing damage. We've got a Ferrari going slowly. I think that's Blue Goggy. So he is going very slowly. And apparently, from what Ryan was saying, I think I may have misread it, but I believe he said something along the lines of Blue Goggy is quicker than Jaboli MSU. Now, if you don't know, Jab is the Tier 1 champion for the last 2 seasons. So for Blue Goggy to be quicker, that's a fair feat.
Is he gonna match Lizard's pace? Because when I checked my time trial leaderboard, the friend Lizard was at the top, and he was actually beating Vapor JS's best.
Lizard is rapid round this track, as we saw yesterday. We've got Fatboy and Slim coming across the line to set up 28.4. Meanwhile then, we're going to go on board with JRL Lizard. Your pole man from Tier 3 yesterday. Big snap out of Turn 2 there. He now comes up to Turn 3. The start of the SS section. You can really abuse that inside curb there. And now he comes through the SS section, making sure you don't want to go full throttle as you will lose the rear. Lifting off, no brake, down into 6th, short shift to 7th, just to get that rear end settled. And now he comes through. I don't know if it's my telemetry being glitched, but it's not saying he's going full throttle for me on the straight, so that could be a glitch, or he might not be going full throttle. I do, however, think it is a bit of a glitch.
Who, Lizard?
Yeah.
For me.
He's got one bar where he's not flat.
He doesn't look like he's flying.
I don't look like he's pushing all too much, I don't think.
No, he's not. He's down by...
I wonder if this is just another... He's not using ERS.
It's a banker
This
lap.
is just a second banker lap for him, I believe. Meanwhile then, you've got your provisional pole man, Vapor JS, flying through the streets. He's 2 tenths down on his lap though, or I should say up, but down just sounds right to me. As he swings it through there, you can really abuse track limits around this track, where Cody's just left the curb so flat.
As Lizard's got to start his lap.
Up to the final corner now, comes Vapor JS. He slams on the brakes, the DRS slams shut, swings it in there, leaving it in 3rd, short shifting to 4th, full throttle, up to the line. He's going to activate the DRS, and he pulls off into the pits. So then, as you said, Wingo 45. He is now on the soft tyres, swinging it through the S's section here. And he's got some great lines going on here. Maybe used a bit too much inside curve. There is 4 tenths up on his lap. That's only going to be good enough for a 28.4, but in the first sector alone, I'm sure there's loads of time for Wingo in the rest of this lap.
Here comes
He swings it through them. Here we go. Here he comes up to a very tricky chicane, I find. It's a blind corner, as are most corners here.
Oh, we got really close to the wall there.
But it's very high speed, and yes, he did get very close to the wall there. He's still running his Mexico helmet, I do believe, but it is one stunner of a helmet. Now swings it through one of the fastest chicanes on this lap. Yeah, you can do that. You can really abuse track limits there.
He looked like he went pretty wide, to be honest.
Klodgy Duck up to P2 then, but he's still almost 6 tenths away from Vapor JS here.
He's on one tyre.
As we see Wingo up to the final corner, coming across the line now. What's it going to be for Wingo? It's a 27.9.
He's 5 tenths slower than his championship rival.
That's, yeah, Vapor has definitely gotten quicker as Lizard is once again starting a lap. It's Shot then coming across, but he's had to cut the chicane there. Alistair's invalid. Jimbo's invalid. That Jimbo could... I just want to point out, Jimbo and Ski Man, they could play very crucial roles this race, as could Ryan Ocon. Now, I say this because you've got Ski Man and Jimbo, who are teammates of the two championship protagonists. However, Ryan Ocon, although today he's in Alfa Romeo, he is a Tier 3 Mercedes driver.
So, Mercedes could have the upper hand with Wingo. He's basically having two teammates today as Lizard goes wide and invalidates. So he's got to get round again. Or maybe he might box actually because those tyres are worn.
Yeah, Ryan Ocon then.
He
coming
will definitely
across
be
the
able to get back out.
line. Only P10 for Ryan. It's not great. Meanwhile then, we've got Wingo's teammate Ski Man. He's on a lap. Is Wingo pushing? He is not. Ski Man then up to the first sector. 30.8 for Ski Man there. Can you just check what Vapor and Wingo's first sectors are for me, please?
Yep, absolutely. So
Here
Vapor's
comes Ski Man
first
then.
sector is a 30.3. Vapor's second.
Who's that? Vapor's?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
Ski Man
Vapor.
invalidates and hits the wall.
And
Oh, he's hit the wall again.
and Wingo's is a 30.5.
So there's a 2/10 gap in that first sector. It's not looking all that promising. I will have to admit, for Wingo at the moment, he has to hope for Vapor to DNF.
Jeez. Ryan Ocon.
Clarkson is making some very bold predictions already. He's saying Wingo's going to pull a blinder of a lap now. He knows it. So I'm going to trust you there, Clarkson. And if Wingo doesn't,
Clarkson's got the hope at the LH44 of LH44 Goatness.
LH44, yeah, he's not one of my favourite drivers, I will admit, but I respect him enough. Meanwhile then, we've got Vapor coming back out onto the track, as is Wingo for their final laps. They're really going to have to push it here, as they have only got a 1 minute 30 left on the clock. And an average lap here is well, for these guys, is about a 1:28. So they're really going to have to push on here to hopefully finish the lap. Might have to cut a few chicanes, cut a few corners.
Nah,
we do allow that in
okay.
we do allow that in GSR. I will say
Oh,
we do
yes,
allow
I'm
people
glad
to
about
cut
I didn't know about that.
if they are not. Meanwhile, then we've got Rowdy on a lap. Rowdy 1.2 up in that first sector alone. Absolutely flying is Rowdy TJ boy here.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Here we go then. We watch Rowdy come through into the second sector. What is he? He's 1.6 up. That's gonna, well, saying that, it'll only be around about a 28.5. That'll put him up next to his teammate. What will he do in this final sector though? It is essentially, this final sector is essentially only about 3, maybe 4 corners plus 2 long straights. Here he comes then, up to the final corner. Now comes Rowdy in the Haas. What does the Haas driver do? He's about to break the beam. He activates the DRS, cuts the corner as much as you dare, takes the tightest line. It's P9 with a 28.6. He lost a couple tenths in that final sector by the looks of things.
To be honest, he might go again.
He could go again potentially. Kludgy Duck is also on a lap. He's swinging it through the S's now, keeping it very nicely planted. There is Kludgy Duck. However, we have got the two championship protagonists now. Rowdy has Rowdy hit the wall? Indeed, I think he has. He is going very slowly and he's missing his front wing. Poor from Rowdy there. Unfortunate, I will say.
Alistair's qualifying.
Am I behind? Is my timing in front? Because people are still crossing the line.
No, Alistair says he's fit. Alistair's thing is
Alistair was in the pits though, I believe. Where's Alistair? No, Alistair's out on track.
It says for me that he's finished.
Look at his AI though, or look at his character, he's still on track. Anyway, we divert our attention. Vapor, he is very minorly up on his lap. What's Wingo doing at the moment? Wingo's invalid!
That's qualifying over for Wingo.
That's Wingo's qualifying over. Meanwhile then, Vape Jess, he's almost 2 tenths up on his lap. If he keeps this pace up, he could be in the 26s potentially.
You'll be close to that.
Here he comes, then he's throwing his car around the track now. Ski Man, I believe, has finished qualifying. Vapor.js then swinging it through the final corner. The car looking so planted for Vapor.js here. Here he comes then, up to break the beam.
Across the line.
He comes across the line. It's a 27-1.
27-1.
Absolute scenes there. Wingo's going to be absolutely kicking himself. Meanwhile, further behind, Blue Goggy
Two men
is on
that
the
can
lap.
stop him today.
Coming up to the line then as well. Jimbo's coming up to the line. He's kept his lap valid. He's 1.2 up. That could put him maybe up in the top 6 if he keeps it as it is. He comes across the line. It's a 27.8. He goes P2 to make it a McLaren 1-2.
It's a McLaren 1-2 at the moment.
Absolute dream things here for Jimbo and Vapor.js.
Oh, but Blue Goggy's gone purple.
Blue Goggy, he has gone purple, but I don't know if he'll be able to do much. At the moment, he's 5/10 up. That would only be a 27.6. He's got to hope for one hell of a final corner here as he swings it through now, making his way up to the line. I don't think he's going to be able to match Vapor.js in this. He goes P2 with a 27.7.
So from this qualifying order alone, Vapor would take the championship because Vapor
It's advantage Vapor at the moment.
Vapor gets the pole point.
Gets that pole point. Ah, Lizard kicking himself. He had an invalid 27.1. He could have taken that pole position away from Vapor.js there.
We know he's got the race.
We just wait.
It's all right, Lizard. 27-0.
Oh, it's a 27-0. Jeez.
We know you've got the race
for
pace,
Lizard.
so you could be able to come back.
Yeah, Lizard, we saw your pace yesterday. We know you've not got the best of luck. We're just waiting on Rowdy. There we go then. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is qualifying, and it is advantage Wingo at the moment. Oh, not Wingo, sorry.
Vapor.
It is advantage Vapor. It's an all Brit 1, 2, 3, as you've got Vapor.js, Blue Goggy, and Jimbo are your top 3. Then, your second championship protagonist, 8/10 behind his rival. 4th is Wingo 45. Kludgy Duck is in 5th. It's Shot takes 6th. It is then Lizard in 7th. Fatboy Unslim in 8th. Crucially though, Lizard starting on those medium tyres. 9th will be Rowdy. 10th Alistair. Ryan, Skiman and Lando round out the grid. It's also, not only is it advantage Vapor, he has his teammate up there to help defend from Wingo. Wingo's 2 teammates, I say 2. I know Ryan is technically Alfa Romeo, but Ryan will do anything he can to help Wingo. They are down in 11th and 12th. They're miles behind. It's going to be very difficult for those two to help their teammate out.
So we're going to have to go to the race.
Going into the race.
Please
Who do you believe is going to win?
I think... Nah, I'm not going to say. Commentators is first.
If I'm being honest here, I think it will be, I think it's advantage Vapor at the moment. It's too tough to call at the moment because we always know Wingo's race pace is monumental against his quali pace. But then it's just going to be an interesting one here as we take a look at the starting tyres. Everybody at the moment on softs other than Lizard, who did qualify on the medium. So Lizard could maybe throw a different strategy out here that could affect this championship even more. But I will say, as it stands, I do believe if we go back to our the championship standings, Vapor wins. So Vapor needs to outscore by 13 points. 25 for first. That'd be 12 for
Wingo. That will be 13.
Yeah, it is advantage Wingo at the moment, or Vapor at the moment. He would be leading the championship once again. As we head off for the formation lap, we look at our tyres. It is only 2 drivers on the medium tyres. Everyone else gone softs.
Ryan Ocon's gone for the different strategy.
And Lizard. This is going to be an interesting one here. So chat, to to the 7 of you that are watching, put down in the comments or in the chat, who do you think will win this championship and who will win this race? If you think Vapor is going to win the championship, put Vapor. If you think Vapor is going to win the race, put Vapor to win the race. And vice versa for Wingo. Let's get this going. Vapor, meanwhile, he's not really slowing down all that much.
But what I think is, as we saw yesterday on Billy Crown, champion of Tier 3, he made the mistake, and it's not like him to make a mistake. And speaking of mistakes, if Vapor does that on in the race, then he could have his race done, because he's just hit the wall.
Yeah.
In the exact same place Riles hit the wall. And
yeah, but of course Riles did come back to win that race eventually.
Riles isn't one for mistakes, and I don't think Vapor is either.
Can we just get a quick look at its shot? Don't know if any stewards are watching this, but that's a bit dodgy, to be honest. We do need you to stay as close as possible, ideally. Ryan, you're saying let's do this. Clarkson definitely thinks Wingoat, as they've nicknamed him now. So, its shot has finally caught up. That's not my mic. Meanwhile then, Vapor, he leads the pack into position. Jimbo's left a little bit of a gap behind, so it's going to be a little bit of a wait before they form into the grid. But then, this is going to make it interesting. We focus now towards the front as they pull into position. Of course, this will be one of the last few times that we see the AI automatically pull into position, as on F1 2022 we will have
manual grid start,
manual pit stops and manual formation laps. Here we go then. We look to 5 red lights, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Saudi Arabia. The revs rise, it's lights out and away we go, and it's been a very good start there for VaporJS, but I think Blue Goggy's had a decent start as well. Is Blue Goggy going to go down the inside? He dives it down the inside. They go side by side through turn 2. Blue Goggy's sent wide. Wingo's made up a couple positions as well. He goes for it on Blue Goggy now. Here comes Wingo up the inside. No, he doesn't. He gets tapped from behind from Jimbo. That's not ideal. Meanwhile, further back, it's shot and Ryan off. Oh no, it's shot and Clutchy Duck around.
Kept it. Oh, good start.
Meanwhile then, the two Alpines go side by side. Lando and Fat Boy. Here comes Lando round the outside of Rowdy. I don't know if Rowdy has damage, maybe. Meanwhile then, further forward, Wingo hounding Blue Goggy at the moment. But Blue Goggy also keeping nicely on the back of Vapor, but he's made a major mistake there, which could allow Vapor to pull away. Here comes Wingo then. Does he go for the move now? I don't think he will. He'll sit behind through the chicane, or will he? He's pulled to the outside. Where does Wingo come out? He stays behind for now. But he's going to have an almighty run coming up to the final corner here. He's using the RS. He makes himself go to the outside. He sweeps round the outside now. Are they going to go side by side into the final corner? Indeed they are. Blue Goggy with some nice defense, but will Wingo get the switch back? Here comes Wingo then. On the attack. They've both got similar ERS, but all this is allowing VaporJS to pull away. Here comes Wingo 45 on Blue Goggy. I think he's too far back though. Meanwhile, further back we've got Lizard making a move on Jimbo. Lizard on the mediums, remember. With this pace, he's doing amazing. Oh, Ski Man, who has had an amazing start, thought about going through on Jimbo there, but he couldn't make anything happen. Jimbo and Lizard going side by side once again. Lizard keeps in front.
I'm trying to see.
Our biggest climbers and losers then, if we look forward, biggest climber, Ski Man, 12th to 6th. It's been an almighty start there for Ski Man. Our biggest losers have been Cludgy Duck and It Shot. It Shot and Cludgy Duck both involved in lap 1 collisions, as they are both down 7 positions. So, not an ideal start there for... It's been a very ideal start, sorry, for Ski Man, as he looks to make his way forward to help his teammate out. But VaporJS already with that 1 second gap to Blue Goggy. But Blue Goggy as well, burning his ERS to keep in front and to catch up with VaporJS, and Wingo just letting him do that. He's just letting him coast away at the moment. Wingo thinking long term about saving his tyres. So remember, only two drivers started on those medium tyres. Lizard, who is in 4th, qualified on those tyres, so they're going to be a bit more worn than most people's. Meanwhile, further back then, we've got a nice battle forming up behind Ryan Ocon here. As it's Ryan, Fat Boy. Vapor does get fastest lap. And looking forward to 4th, we've got Alistair making a move on Ski Man for P6 here. These two go side by side through turn 2. Alistair getting a big wobble there, and Ski Man is sailing around the outside. But they're still going side by side, and Ski Man stays in front, but he's had to go off the corner, and he's got a penalty for it.
So does Lizard.
Lizard also getting a penalty. Oh dear.
By the way, something that we did not mention. I think, if I am correct, also today, Tier 2 Constructors Championship can get sealed.
Can it?
Yep. If they beat Ferrari by 23 points today, then they will be crowned Constructors Champions.
Oh yeah, they can. They need to outscore for 23 points, and at the moment 18, so that's 27.
27, but then you got Wingo 3rd, that's 15, and then Ski Man in 6th, so it wouldn't be enough.
It's Ferrari though, isn't it? It's not Mercedes, it's Ferrari they're fighting, and Alistair making the move up on Ski Man up into P6 there, but he's now going to be left vulnerable to. Yeah, there you go, there goes Ski Man. Here comes Lando then, the number 71 Alpine burning his way through, and Alistair made up 1 position, loses 2. Wingo with a penalty now, trying to get past Blue Goggy.
That's massive.
Something else to point out on Wingo's car, he's running low on fuel already. He's started with low fuel. At the moment then, McLaren could be sealing 2 championships here, as Vapor has a 3-second advantage almost on Wingo there. Absolutely crazy then. Meanwhile, you've got Lando and Ski Man going side by side. Lando making his way past the Mercedes driver. Lizard is now on the back of this battle for P2. This is absolutely great stuff from Lizard here, but he will maybe have to start saving fuel if a safety car doesn't come out late in the race.
He's gonna have to do the good old lift and coast.
Indeed he will.
Everyone trying to obviously keep away from that wall on the inside.
Oh, here comes Lizard now. Round the outside of Blue Goggy he goes. Does he hold it? No, he doesn't, but he's going to try and hold it on the outside. Blue Goggy gives him the squeeze.
Squeeze of Lizard's life.
And here comes Jimbo now, the second McLaren driver. As they go side by side into turn 1 once again, Blue Goggy and Lizard, but neither swap position. And now Jimbo, he's having a little look at Blue. Kludgy Duck is now out. Oh, that's.
No, he's in the pit lane.
I hate it when it does that. Here we go then. Alistair all over the back of Ski Man here. So Ski Man actually struggling for pace at the moment, it seems. Meanwhile then, further forward, Wingo continues to drop back from Vapor.js, and Blue Goggy begins to gain once again. So then, if we have a look in the chat, how are we doing, chat? How is everything going today, and are you enjoying the race? The Ski Man gets another penalty, I do believe that is his second penalty of the race, it is. Meanwhile then, Alistair continues to gain and gain. Obviously he's missing a helmet for some reason, I do not question that. That is the game's fault, as we get, I believe, what Aid called one of his favourite camera shots. It was kind of a miniature helicopter we got there, coming through.
I think that was
now Rowdy all over the back of Alistair here. So,
The best camera
whilst we're
shot is from above where you can see all the cars. It's the best one.
Oh, I know what you mean now. Oh, here we go. Ski Man and Alistair side by side. Ski Man stays in front. So then, whilst we've got this happening, let's talk about strategy real quick.
Okay.
So, Ryan's pit. So Ryan must have had damage.
He did have
So
damage
Ryan
from
went.
Thermal.
Oh, right, okay. So Ryan started on the mediums, but now he's on the softs. Lizard, the only soldier. Oh, I think Ski Man might have spun. He's gone off track. He's had a few collisions as Lizard gets through on Blue Goggy, I do believe. He goes to the inside, continues to go, and there goes Lizard up into P3.
He's all over the back of him. He might send it down the inside. Oh, he gets close in this contact.
What has Blue Goggy done there? I didn't. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I think Ski Man might have had another incident there.
It wasn't. It was Blue Goggy who made the contact with Lizard. Because he's lost his...
There is damage for Blue Goggy, I believe.
He's lost his right front end plate.
As here we go then through the chicane. Ski Man tried to move, but Alistair and Rowdy get back through.
They're gonna stay side by side. 3 wide. No.
It was almost 3 wide indeed. As here comes... We've got
close.
a yellow flag in sector 1. I think Lando spun. No, it's Fat Boy. Fat Boy's had a spin in the first sector. Meanwhile then, further forward, Wingo is just keeping Vapor honest at the moment. Both using a fair bit of ERS.
Well, I'm gonna...
Fat Boy's now out.
No, he's just
Is that
retired
retirement on track?
Yeah, he's just crashed.
Virtual safety. Ski Man!
That's
Ski
a
Man's
full!
a full safety car!
This is where the guys with the 3 second penalty.
Nightmare for Mercedes.
There was already going to be a safety car because there's 2 cars retired on track anyway. There'll be a penalty coming. Ski
Fat
Man,
Boy retired on track, and I believe Ski Man has crashed at turn 1.
Oh.
So then, it's all come back to Wingo now. I do think though, as it stands, the championship fight would still go to the next round. Because we think 27 points, Wingo scoring 18. That's only 9 points. This championship fight's going to the next round. As it stands. So I think Wingo might not necessarily be aiming for the win here. He just wants to keep his championship hopes alive. But we'll now look. We'll see for the change of strategy now. Who pits? Is this Vapor coming into the pit lane?
Is he going to bait Wingo? No, he isn't.
Vapor's in. Does Wingo pull in?
Wingo
pulls in. I believe Lizard. Is Lizard going to stay out? Lizard comes in.
Well,
obviously, we did see yesterday. I believe it was Apple Baby. He took his softs 18 laps.
I think what Lizard's gonna do is follow the crowd, because he's not gonna just go long and rely on another safety car. He might as well come in with the other front runners, so that gives him a chance.
Lizard has pit onto the soft tyres.
That also means he's got the mandatory pit stop onto the other compound, I think.
Yeah, everyone has made their mandatory pit stop. Ryan, I believe, has stayed out. So Ryan pit for his softs 3 laps ago. He's on the oldest tyres on the grid at the moment.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Basically, qualifying on the mediums is a bad thing around here, but it's also good because you can make them last, but you have to rely on a safety car late on. Or if you qualify on the mediums and there's a safety car early on, and the front runners come in and you're at the front, then you're gonna want to come in with them, because then you can get your mandatory pit stop. Because there's no doubt that they're ever gonna pit again this race.
Yeah. There might be another safety car late in the race that could save Lizard. But what will help, what not has only helped Wingo to close the gap, it's helping him save the fuel he needs.
True.
And if you don't, and if anybody who's watching doesn't know what I mean by that, if you look in the bottom right corner next to the map,
there's
above
a yellow gas thing.
Yeah, you've got the yellow fuel indicator. That means that Wingo is running below the minimum fuel needed to finish the race without going slowly. I think he is the only one who is suffering from it, and he is. So he can pop his engine into lean and he can save fuel. Who the hell is that? Anyway then. I think we'll have one, maybe two more laps under safety car as we wait for It Shot to catch up. It Shot, of course, a former Tier 3 driver, moved up to Tier 2 as he could no longer make Tier 3 and he was a championship contender. So, unfortunate to see It Shot go from Tier 3 as he provided some much great racing, but it's great to see he's still racing in Tier 2. There you go. No, I know. So yeah, just waiting on It Shot to catch up. This might be our last lap under safety car. But Lodjo, is it still too early to call who's going to win this race?
No, I think it's time to call that Lizard. No, not Lizard. Sorry. Vapor will probably win this. He won't win the championship, but I think he'll win this race because of the penalties that Wingo and Lizard have. I think he's got a serious advantage.
Wingo and Lizard, the only two people on track at the moment who have got penalties.
Obviously, Lizard could make the most of those tyres, but will he make them last 18 laps?
Well, the original pit stop strategy I got given, you could take the sauce about 11 laps. And when you're running on lower fuel, you can probably take those longer. So at the end of this lap, you'll have about 16 laps of racing. It'll be tight, but he should be able to make it last. And if we get any more safety cars, that will save him.
So we could even get a puncture at the end.
Could get a puncture, but Lizard said he's going all in because this will be his last race of the season.
Oh my.
So then safety car is in end of this lap. So Wingo now, not Wingo, I keep making them up. Vapor is going to start backing up the pack. Or is he? Seeming to, there we go, now he's backing up the pack. We saw yesterday what people called Magello-like safety car restarts. When does Vapor go? The safety car now, if I remove that, you can see top right, pulls off into the pit lane. When does Vapor go? He's darted, I do believe.
No, he's not. He's
not
gone
what's
yet.
Wingo doing?
Oh, he's just held himself up.
Yeah, Wingo, I do know there is recently a glitch where it stops you going on throttle. But I don't know if that's what's happened to Wingo there. As we see further back, we've got It Shot trying out the inside of Ryan Ocon. Down the inside he goes. He's going to be on the outside for the next part of the lap. He's now back up the inside and Ryan has let him through.
They look very close. They might go side by side again, maybe.
Oh, Lizard hounding the back of Wingo at the moment on those fresh soft tyres compared to the mediums that Wingo has got on. He's got maybe about a 4, maybe 5/10 advantage on those tyres, I do believe.
Obviously, Lizard's race number is 13, so it would be a massive coincidence if Lizard were to finish second, if Vapor were to win the championship.
Yeah. So then, as we see, pushing through the streets of Jeddah, go the drivers. We look maybe a bit further back, we've got Blue Goggy. He's trying to find a way past Rowdy, but this closest battle we've got is for P2 on track. And here we go then. Here goes Lizard. He's got a tremendous exit. He's using ERS. Wingo has stopped using it. He goes to the outside. He will have so much more confidence under braking, and Wingo's let him go.
He just looks too quick.
Rowdy versus Blue Goggy, and Blue Goggy is through on the American.
But,
there we go then, Lizard with the fastest lap of the race, a 30.9. He's already beginning to gain on Vapor
He's
JS
already
here.
gained 6/10 into turn 1.
Lando with a penalty for 3 seconds for track extending and multiple warnings. Lizard go. Look at Lizard go. Could he pull off a tremendous move? I remember pulling off a move on Mac Bikeman yesterday. He was slow out of the S's section and I just went around the outside. Ryan Ocon with a penalty. Could Lizard hold up Vapor a little bit due to him trying to find a way past and allow Wingo to close in on Vapor?
That's a question that is yet to be answered.
We're gonna find out very soon.
Yes, we are.
Just look at the confidence Lizard has as Lando makes his way past Jimbo, I do believe.
Not just yet, but you'll probably
go
go for
under
it now.
the bridge onto the long back straight. I think Vapor's gonna let Lizard go here.
Lizard's got the quicker racing line. No, he's not. I think
He
they're
goes
going to
to
keep
the
it side by
outside.
side.
Vapor's actually gonna try and fight him here as Lizard looks for the switchback. He almost runs into the back of him as he goes sailing on past. No DRS this lap, but it's now been enabled with a 30.8 for the fastest lap here. Does Vapor try and commit himself to the inside once again? No, he does not. But this is the first time Vapor will be running in dirty air this race. So he could struggle here, as we see Wingo is about 8/10 behind him. That gap is slowly growing though, as we just see the confidence Vapor has compared to Wingo.
He's just dragging the car around the corner. Is Lizard.
He is.
He's just full of confidence, full of just, yeah.
He is just. Lizard loves this track. He says he's very smooth as well with his inputs. He doesn't like to stab at the steering wheel. But he is using up all of his ERS at the moment. And look at Vapor. Look at Vapor's ERS. He's running quite. Lizard is running quite low on ERS, as we see Jimbo has now gotten back through on Lando there. As Lando goes straight on at the chicane, he's almost done a Mick Schumacher. He's had to avoid other cars. He's dropped down to 8th as Lando, and he's hit the wall. So Lando then. Dread for Lando as he drops down to 8th and will drop right to the back of the grid as he replaces his front wing. So once again setting a 29.6 for fastest lap. We see though, Wingo has closed onto the back of Vapor here.
He is ridiculously quick. Oh, he's
Yellow flag in sector
retired.
3.
He's
Lando
retired.
has...
In the pit.
Oh, Wingo's hit the wall. Could that be wing damage for Wingo? I think it might be. I think there's wing damage for Wingo.
Oh, come on, give us the right camera.
I had a very similar incident yesterday where I turned in too early and hit the wall trying to chase down Ryan Ocon. There is definitely wing damage there for Wingo. Absolute heartbreak. Vapor at the moment is going to win the championship.
Absolute
Alistair then picks up a penalty. As well, I do believe, although Vapor will clinch the championship today, by the looks of things, Ferrari could still keep their Constructors' Championship hopes alive.
Even though Jimbo's not got a penalty.
Ah, yeah, good point. I keep forgetting to look at penalties. Meanwhile, then we've got Alistair closing on the back of his teammate now. As do we see Wingo pit? Wingo comes in.
Yeah,
there is wing damage for Wingo.
The wing damage.
Absolute heartbreak
He'll fall
for
to
the
the back.
Mexican driver. He has to hope for a safety car now. Meanwhile, then the two Ferraris swap round, and Jimbo clawing onto the back of them at the moment. Oh, what? One of the Ferraris has damage. I believe Alistair has damage. He does have damage. Alistair's in the wall.
Oh wow!
Could that be a
And that'll
safety
be
car,
safety
maybe?
car.
It's a safety car!
Wingo's back!
Wingo's been saved! There could be a few prying eyes there. There might be a couple race bans coming from Alistair, because if I'm being honest here, that looked a bit intentional to cause that safety car.
Obviously, Blue Goggy could probably. Actually, no, forget that. Oh, he did have a bit of contact with Lizard. I'm not sure if he wanted to.
I am going to now have a look at our warnings. So, Lizard has got 2 warnings at the moment, additional to his pen. Vapor at the moment, only the 1 warning for Vapor JS. Meanwhile, you've got Blue Goggy, he's got a penalty. Jimbo. Nothing happening for Jimbo at the moment. 1 warning. Rowdy as well, only 1 warning. What about It Shot? It Shot has, I guess, a warning for contact and 2 warnings otherwise. Ryan Ocon then, he's got a penalty and 2 warnings, plus an additional warning. It's 2 warnings as well for Wingo. Alistair, he has a penalty and a warning as well. Oh no, Wingo's the last runner.
They're all into the pitch.
So then,
Apart from
Vapor JS, the only man who didn't pit under that safety car.
Oh yeah, Lizard's been saved. He doesn't. He can go back onto another set.
Lizard can go to the end on these tyres.
The 2-stop will definitely work for Lizard.
Jimbo's gone bold. We're going on to the mediums once again. Where does Wingo come out in all of this? Does Wingo come out behind Jimbo? I think Wingo might. He does.
Oh, it's going to be
That's
close.
crucial.
And he gets in front.
That's going to be crucial for the championship. With Jimbo in front of Wingo, he could hold up. He can hold him up for Vapor. Oh, this is getting spicy. If we go back at the moment, then where is Wingo? Or Vapor. He is first, and Wingo is 6th. We look. He needs 13 points. Wingo has to finish 4th in order to secure this. Well, no, he even has to finish 3rd. But in order to get to 3rd, he's got to get past Jimbo, who is currently sat in P4. This is getting very tasty.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. As Alicio is saying, all these stipulations on how Vapor is doing, he's got so many that there is a very high outcome that by the end of the next 10 laps, Vapor could be a tier 2 world champ.
The tier 2 GSR champion beckons for Vapor JS. Not only that, last season was Cameron W120 after controversy with Wingo. He was in a McLaren. This season it's Vapor JS. He's in a McLaren.
Oh,
And
Jimbo's
this is gonna
in.
get tasty as I think we see Jimbo in.
Is that for contact? I think that's for.
No, he's just switching on to soft.
Oh. Is it for the mandatory pit stop?
Oh, I know why he's done that. Wingo's on mediums.
No, Wingo's on
Wingo and
soft.
Vapor are the
Oh, yeah.
only 2 on medium tyres.
Oh wow. Bold call from McLaren.
Wow. Could we see, though, a McLaren driver win it for 2 seasons in a row? And can we see Jimbo help that team, help the McLaren team secure the Constructors' Championship for the 2nd season in a row? We'll find out at the end of this race. Here we go then.
They've got the upper hand
This will
on
be,
the
I'm hoping
constructors.
this will be the last lap under safety car. Lojovic, this is getting tasty, isn't it?
Yep, same as yesterday. In different types of controversy. But once again, I can't see Jeddah moving away from the F1 and GSR F1 calendar, to be honest.
I don't believe it will be anytime soon. We gave it a go this season because it was a new track. Tier 3 and Tier 2 have proven it provides amazing racing, amazing championship battles. And here we go then.
Here we go then.
We're just waiting for Bert Mylander and the FIA to confirm when it is safe to bring in this beautiful Aston Martin safety car.
Yeah, I've got to say personally from myself, it looks beautiful. Wonder why.
I will. Oh, here we go then. Safety car in this lap. This is it. At the end of this lap, 9 laps remaining. When they cross the line,
Vapor
9
JS
laps
will lead them
for
away.
Wingo to fight his way into the top 3. He has to fight off those who do not have penalties.
Here we go then.
Here we go then. Vapor JS, when does he decide to go? He backs him up, he went and then he stopped. A bit dangerous, he goes now. Lizard's gone with him though. Lizard has had a good restart, as has Blue Goggy. Wingo's had a mare restart. Jimbo already making his move on it shot. He's going to try and weave his way through it shot and Ryan Ocon there.
He can't though,
But
Ryan
Wingo
Ocon
then
gets
stays
in
in
his way.
front. Ryan and it shot go side by side.
Ryan
Nothing
Ocon's
happening there.
really
Blue
helped.
Goggy.
Ryan Ocon.
Blue Goggy trying his way far through on Lizard.
Ryan
Oh,
Ocon.
Lizard picks up another penalty though.
That's
He
it.
stays in
Surely
front, but
for
he picks
Lizard.
up another penalty.
That's it for Lizard.
It is. I think it might be. 6 seconds of penalties.
Oh,
He has to really
Jimbo's
hound
gonna get through
at.
on Ryan Ocon. Oh, they're
Is he
side by
though?
side
Oh, he's
going
up the
down
inside.
into the hairpin. Oh, and
Jimbo
he's
up
through.
the inside. What a move by Jimbo. That now only puts 1 car between him and Wingo. Meanwhile, Wingo is going to be struggling so much to hold these guys off as he is on those older medium tyres.
Oh, that was a cut. That was a bit north.
Ryan beginning to drop back a bit now as we see Lizard. There is a long train forming now, but Lizard trying to gain his way onto the back of Vapor JS here. What's the ERS situation look like?
Here comes
Lizard with
Jimbo.
so much more ERS
Here
than
comes
Vapor.
Jimbo down the straight.
No, Thrasher,
He's
ad
gonna
time
get
doesn't
close,
work.
Close. He's gonna fly around the outside.
Jimbo
No,
up
he's not.
on the outside of it shot
It's
now.
shot. He's
It's
gonna
shot
try
holding
and
him off
turn
though.
into the inside line.
There we go then.
Oh, here we
Lizard
go.
on the outside of Vapor JS. Lizard gets through.
Yeah, squeezes Vapor out.
He's now got to really pull a gap now, and Blue Goggy could be looking at the back of that McLaren and thinking, I want to nibble at that. Here he comes then. It comes through the start of the S's section. Jimbo's now all over the back of Wingo. Well, I say all over the back. He's on the back of Wingo here. This obviously Wingo does have that penalty, but this could be crucial for the championship.
That'll be a warning for Jimbo. No,
Yeah,
it
I
didn't.
do believe it will
He
be.
didn't.
Yeah.
He went very wide.
Blue Goggy is so close to the back of Vapor JS at the moment, but he just loses out through the high speed or through the slower corners of the chicanes. Meanwhile, Wingo still just cannot find his way past Rowdy at the moment because of those older medium tyres. He might be the quicker driver, but sometimes tyre advantage is a big killer here. You've got to be able to chuck it into the corner, and I know from experience from yesterday, those mediums, you can't really chuck them in. You've got to be so gentle with them. Meanwhile then, nothing changing out front and nothing changing between the remaining 8 drivers at the moment. Wingo still continuing to get on the back of Rowdy, but close behind is Jimbo. This is going to get so tight between these two come the end of the race. And there we go, Lizard pulling out that 1 second gap so he does not get threatened by Vapor JS.
At the moment, Rowdy would sit on the podium.
Yellow
but
flag to the right.
Lizard's out.
Lizard!
That's a safety car.
Safety car!
Lizard.
Oh no!
That is the worst possible way to end your season.
I think that's the end of the championship, I can't lie.
And that may
Lizard,
just
mate,
be the reason Vapor JS may win this race.
Does Wingo decide to pit onto those softs, or does he
Wait,
just
hold
keep on the mediums?
Would
The bigger question here, does Vapor pit onto the softs?
I think Wingo will surely do what Vapor does.
I think no, I think Wingo does the opposite to Vapor. If Vapor stays out, Wingo pits, but if Vapor pits, I think Wingo stays out. We'll check the warnings for the two drivers. How close is Wingo to another penalty? He's one warning away from another penalty. Meanwhile, you've got Vapor. He's still clean. He only has one warning.
Wow.
Oh, this is a repeat. This is a repeat of Tier 3. What does Vapor do here then? Does he stick out? Vapor JS then.
Vapor JS.
Vapor JS stays out, he baits it.
Baits it.
I think Rowdy's coming in. No, he isn't. Wingo stays out as well. But Jimbo's back in. Jimbo and It Shot both pit.
He's in for another set soft. Surely he's there to get the fastest lap for his team.
Oh, mate. Was this the wrong decision by Vapor and Wingo? I'm willing to bet it is. I think it's the wrong decision. I think it's over for Wingo. I can't lie.
Wingo should have come in. Even though, actually, no. Jimbo's done opposites to Wingo because Wingo stayed out. So Jimbo come in, get fresher tyres, and go on the back of Wingo, who has even more worn tyres.
If we look at the moment, then Rowdy and Blue Goggy have a good chance of getting past Vapor JS at the moment with those fresher soft tyres, and that would demote Vapor down to third. So if Vapor was to come third with an extra point, that would give
16
him
points. That wouldn't be enough.
16 points. Yeah, Wingo would be safe no matter what, I think. 16 points he'd get.
Vapor's gonna have to
penalty
pull
dropped
out
him down to 7th. 7th gets you how many points?
7th gets...
Like 3, isn't it?
No.
No, it's like 5. 5.
Is it... Wait.
Either way, the championship fight's still on no matter what, I think. Unless...
1, 2, 4, 6.
6 points. So, if Rowdy and Blue Goggy got past Vapor, the championship fight goes on to the next round.
In Abu Dhabi.
Here comes the big question. What can Blue Goggy and Rowdy do?
What we're gonna have to find out is another lap.
18 points. If Wingo continues to score 6. Because I'm just thinking Blue Goggy's got the pen. Blue Goggy's got a penalty.
Oh yeah. I think constructors will be sealed by McLaren.
Yeah, constructors will be sealed by the McLaren F1 team. Here in GSR, that will be their second... Excuse me. That'll be their second season in a row securing that championship. Wait, hold on, let me think about this.
Well, because Wingo would drop down behind Jimbo, they would win. Because Jimbo would go up to third, that's things stand.
Right, let me have a look here. So Vapor would be scoring 25 points at the moment, and Jimbo would be scoring 10 points. That's 35. Yeah. They've done it easy, even if he dropped to 7th.
So
done it.
McLaren.
Oh, if Jimbo was to drop to 7th, he would. It would be borderline, but they would have just done it.
So McLaren have won the constructors.
McLaren have won the constructors by the looks of it.
Wait, if Vapor were to drop down to second, would it go on to the next round?
That would be 7 less points. 17 points, they would have still done it. It's 13 points needed.
So basically, McLaren have won.
Wait, hold on, no, ignore me. Second gets you 18 points.
Yeah.
Jimbo in 5th gets 10, 28. Blue Goggy would win, so that's 25. Oh no, ignore me. We'll figure it out.
It will get figured out in 4 laps time, 3 laps time actually, but whatever.
We'll figure it out in a bit.
Because this is gonna be a way to
Essentially,
finish.
they need to outscore them by 13 points, but safety car in at the end of this lap. Here we go then. Vapor JS. I think he's done the same. I think
He's gone.
He goes now. He's gone. But Blue Goggy's had a tremendous exit there. Oh.
Pressure tyres. Here we go.
Blue
Green
Goggy
flag. Wingo up the inside.
There goes Wingo through on Rowdy, I think. Oh, is he going to get it
No,
though?
he's not.
Its shot gets an additional penalty, but he doesn't. There goes Jimbo through.
Oh, Jimbo's in front.
Wingo's hit the wall.
Wingo's hit the wall.
Oh dear, this is Wingo. This isn't what Wingo wanted. 25 points. 6th. Starts my brain. I'm just going to get the
Oh, Wingo gets another penalty.
Oh no, Wingo. That's 1 point system.
That was
Right.
on Vapor JS.
As it stands then, he needs to outscore him by 23 points.
Yep. No, is it 22?
13 points they need to outscore him. 25. I've been under the impression it's 23 points, I think. Vapor JS 25. Wingo in 7th, 6th. That's 19 points. That's 19 points. He would have won it by 6 points. This isn't what Wingo needed. Oh no. This is so upsetting for Wingo. As Jimbo now goes through up into P3. Here comes Blue
Provisional
Goggy
P2.
then on the back of Vapor JS. We're coming on to lap 23 of the 25.
Vapor would need a horrific mistake to throw this away.
Here comes Blue Goggy to the outside. He's confident
Oh,
under braking.
so
Is he going to
close to
swoop
the
round the
wall.
outside? Vapor giving him the squeeze. I think
Side by
Vapor's going to
side.
hold on to it. Blue Goggy still holding on, but Vapor holds on to the position. And then further back, it's the hard-charging Jimbo making his way through. This is absolutely devastating for Wingo. Here comes Jimbo then. Can he make a move? It doesn't look like it at the moment. But Blue Goggy's still all over the back of the McLaren here. Further back, we've got the two Haas cars. A great performance by these two so far. They've kept out of trouble. And they're still going at it. Ryan Ocon further behind. And then absolute devastation for Wingo 45 as it stands.
Blue Goggy.
Here comes Blue Goggy though. Right on the back of Vapor JS here. He's got so much more straight line speed and so much more confidence on these soft tyres. Here he comes then. Gonna try and
they're
sail
going
around
side
the
by
outside.
side.
Both of them.
On that brilliant camera
Here
angle that I've
comes
got.
Goggy. He goes to the outside. Cuts back inside. He's through. Oh, that was very tight there. But I believe he's got the move done. But Vapor is fighting
Side by
back
side,
here.
He's gonna use his energy.
Blue Goggy's let him through
DRS
there.
is enabled. Last lap now. Here we go.
Not last lap, second last lap. There goes Blue Goggy up the inside. He's going to try and hold it on the outside. He's learnt from his mistakes from the last lap.
On the
As he's going to
inside.
have the inside line here.
Oh!
He goes through.
Oh! So close!
That's 18 points. That's 7 points left.
Is Vapor
Left.
gonna let Jimbo through to then get
That's 12
Blue
points.
Goggy?
Oh my god. Oh no, wait. He's still got a penalty though. Blue Goggy's still got a pen.
Here we
Here
go!
comes Vapor
Into
back up the
hairpin!
inside. Oh. Can we get a warning check on Vapor, please?
Yes, I will. Oh my lord. This is so...
This is an intense last couple laps. Vapor might have got a little bit
Vapor's got
squirrely out of that.
One warning.
Still on one.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, Louise. I think that's it. I think that's it for Wingo's championship.
Vapor is gonna enter
The only way I see
the
this
last
going any better
competitive
for
championship
Wingo
lap
is
of this Tier 2 season. I'm gonna hand this first. Oh, I'm just gonna leave it to you.
here we go
Williamson.
then. We come on to the final lap of the race. Blue Goggy opens the DRS. He commits to the inside. Here we go then. Is it going to go 3 wide maybe? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Blue Goggy's
Oh!
there goes Jimbo up the inside of his
Jimbo!
teammate. Here we go then. Coming through. Oh, Jimbo is through.
Viper! Oh,
Viper's through, no way.
good done.
Oh my god! That's P3. That's 15.
We will win the championship because of the pole point.
12 points. He would. He actually would.
This
He needs it to stay as it is.
This
Blue Goggy
means
continues to push on.
I wonder what's going on in that Oh my god. Jimbo? Has Jimbo ever won a GSR race?
I think he might have done a couple times, but I'm not too sure on that.
Well, while I've commentated, this is going to be a
Here we
McLaren
go then.
1-2. And Jimbo is going
He
to go
commits
round
to the
the
outside. He gets the position.
Jimbo is going to win this race, but we're going to go on board with Viva JS. He's done a
Here we go then. Across the line comes Jimbo to win. And then Blue Goggy's going to come home in third. But the man of the hour is Vapor JS coming home in second to win the championship. Rowdy TJ Boy in third. Blue Goggy fourth. It's shot sick. Oh my god, what a race. Sixth came Ryan Ocon and 7th was Wingo.
Unlucky
That
to
got tense
Wingo.
toward the end.
But
Rowdy
what?
TJ Boy wins driver of the day. But I think our driver of the day has to be Vapor JS. Let's get them in for interviews.
Viva JS, take a bow. Wow. Now I've got to go. But wow.
I really hope we've not just messed up there. Who was it? So it was Vapor.
What do you mean? We've not just messed up.
Like we've not just celebrated all that and then he's not. Who got P3?
It was
Rowdy. Rowdy. Wow. So
Well, Viva.
18 points.
Didn't expect
for
that.
second. 18 points for second plus fastest lap. That's fine.
pole.
Wingo, yeah, you've won it.
Oh, no.
You've won it. 13 points. That's all you needed, wasn't it?
Lizard got fastest lap.
Yeah, but but Vapor got the pole point.
Oh yeah, so 19.
Vapor came 7th, or Wingo came 7th, which is 6 points. That's 13 points. That is 13 points, isn't it? I'm not just going crazy.
I swear it was he needed to score 12 points or more, wasn't it? Or, I don't know. Oh,
They
6.
6. He got
6
6
points.
You got, yeah, you won. You only need to outscore him by 13. Let's go. Vapor JS is your champion. So, right, lads, can you just make sure your audio's in? Can we just make sure audio's included, please?
Congratulations, all of you guys. I've got to go now. So, yeah. Congratulations, Viva, on the championship. Congratulations, Wingo, and congratulations, Rowdy.
We'll get there in a minute, but
Goodbye.
let's start these interviews off then. Rowdy TJ Boy, the man who drove the Haas to P. Oh dear, Oh yeah, Lojo can't do interviews. So Rowdy, have you got a mic, by the way?
Yep.
Ah, there we go. Right, cool. P3 in the end then. A bit of a tough race, I guess, with all the safety cars towards the end.
Yeah. Goodness. That was so tense. Especially in those final few laps after that safety car.
Yeah, that was very tense indeed. But you made your way through the field. You kept out of incidents whilst others collided around you. Was that the aim for today, or did you really want to try and get that win?
I didn't even plan on racing today, so I just kind of came in, just
Oh.
Just hoping to
Fair enough.
get some.
Yeah, well, maybe you should start racing more often if you're getting podiums like these. But, yeah. Great work out there today, and congrats on P3.
Thank you.
So let's go to our P2 man, and the man who has also helped McLaren win the Constructors for the second season.
Your mic's gone, I think. Hello?
Oh, Alicia moment.
There we go.
There, you're back. There you
There
go.
we go.
There we go.
Right, we can hear you.
So, yeah, Jimbo helped McLaren secure the Constructors for the second season in a row. Obviously, last season it was with Cameron.
Wow.
This season, you've done it with Vapor. P2 in the end of the race, so how does that feel overall?
3 constructors for McLaren in total.
Fair play, lad.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. It's just a case of turning up. I think that's what it is. Me and Vapor have turned up to every race, barring I think one each.
France, I missed that.
You
I don't know.
France, and I think I can't remember which one I missed.
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been. Can't believe it. The fact that back-to-back constructors, and then to top it off, a win as well.
Oh shoot.
That,
yeah.
although that
I've
was
just done that in reverse.
that was a tough call. That win.
No, you made every race. You've done every race.
Oh, I must have DNF'd on one of them then.
But yeah, as you said, it's just about turning up and scoring points consistently that helps you along the way. So
Yeah.
how does it feel overall then to secure it?
I mean, it's amazing to wrap it up early, but I feel like last season there was so much pressure because it was both the drivers and the constructors were all down to the last race, and when that was like an absolute celebration, that one. But I want to take it with a pinch of salt because obviously we've only been having 12 drivers turning up. So if we had 20 people on a grid every race, it might have been a different story. But we've got to take it. Take the win, take the constructors, and then hopefully we can bring the performance, or hopefully I can retain the performance for next season in the new game.
Yeah, well, as you said, next season will be on the new game. But congratulations on the win today, and yeah, that was a crazy final lap. So let's then move on to the man of the hour, and well, Vapor.js. It took us a little bit to figure it out. But
Yeah.
Tier 2 GSR champion. How does that sound?
Very, very good. That's the first time I've heard that. Been a champion in a league, so pretty good.
But yeah, obviously the season didn't start off how you wanted, but you've clawed it back as going throughout the season. How have you managed to progress in terms of your overall pace throughout the season?
Just practice, I think, made perfect. I think, I think the reason I'm here is because I just kept my cool this season, and I think that's partly down to Jimbo, which I'm quite happy about, because I don't think I'd be a teammate. I don't think I'd be here, because I feel like he's kind of calmed me down. Remember in the first race in Bahrain, I was getting really angry because I didn't get the setup right.
To keep it cool.
I didn't get the setup right, the car just wasn't sticking, I kept spinning, I kept locking up, and the car, Wingo just calmed me down. And through that, I just took a bit of an advice, and throughout the season, I just kind of listened to him. He was sort of like an advisor, because I don't think, the strategy calls that I would have made myself worked, especially when, especially the one in Italy. I think Monza, Jimbo told me to go into mediums, but I ignored him onto another set of inters, and that cost me the race. That in that like situation, because I didn't listen to him. And I think looking back at it, it's been a good season, but I still have some work-ons. But obviously, I'm so happy I got the championship.
Yeah, well, congratulations, and
Did you say Wingo
Might
and
cut
not
out-
me?
might cut out
By
then.
any chance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I said Wingo, not Jimbo. no. I said no. I
Oh,
said I said Wingo. I said Wingo, and then I went, oh no, I meant Jimbo. I get you mixed up all the time because
So
yeah, you know what I mean. Your names sound kind of a bit similar. Sound a bit similar. You got Jimbo and Wingo. I mean, they both ended in an O, so you know. I don't know. I don't know. I just get you mixed up.
but
Oh, he's gone.
yeah. So
Oh, no, yeah.
congrats on that win, and keep forgetting, Jimbo won, Vapor second.
Yeah.
But congratulations on that P2, and congratulations on the championship. Obviously, commiserations to Wingo, who secured that, who got so unlucky on those final few laps. But congratulations to you two, and congratulations to McLaren. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from Global Spec Racing for the Tier 2 Championship at Saudi Arabia. We will be back next weekend for Abu Dhabi, and enjoy. We will have Tier 4 tomorrow. I believe Aid will be back on comms with I don't know who else. But yeah, congratulations to you two, and Rowdy as well. Congratulations on that. And goodbye everyone.